Section 5 covers questions 7 through 9. Let's take a look. It says use the figure for items 7 through 9. And it looks like we start with an arrow. They do some type of series of transformations and get a different arrow. Number 7 says identify a composition of transformations that could map the arrow on the left to the image of the arrow on the right. 8. Consider the composition you identified in item 7, but with the transformation in reverse order. Does it still map the arrow to the same image? 9. Identify a composition that undoes the mapping, meaning it maps the image on the arrow on the right to the pre-image on the left. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to work on these 3 questions. This is a little bit more abstract, so it's a little bit harder to understand. So go ahead and take 10 minutes. Go ahead, pause your video, and work on questions 7 through 9. The answers have now been provided for questions 7 through 9. 7, it says, I started off with the translation of 0, -6. So that means I shift this figure down. And then it says I rotate about the origin clockwise 90 degrees. So we would have an image right here, and it is now rotated to where it's facing downward. It says, consider that composition that you identified in part 7. Okay. But with the transformation in reverse order. So that means what they're saying is let's do a translation of 0, -6. So if I did a translation of 0, -6, that would move my figure down here, right? And then it wants me to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Well, 90 degrees clockwise would put it right over here. I don't think that that would be the pre-image that I'm looking for, right? So, how can I go from this image to go back to that image? And you should have come up with that basically what you could do is you could reverse the order, but change the operation. For instance, if I was moving 90 degrees clockwise, now I'm going to move 90 degrees counterclockwise. If I'm moving 4 units down, now I'm going to move up 4 units. So it's inverse of everything, but also the order. So I did do the rotation about the origin, but this time I went 90 degrees counterclockwise. So that would put it right about here, pointing to the right. And then I translate 6 units up. So that would move it up here like it originally started out at. On to your debriefing.